The Morwell Convention and Reception Centre is open and ready. Weddings, seminars, functions, presentations, expos. It's a customisable modern space with top quality catering. For all functions big and small, book the Morwell Convention and Reception Centre today.
Anything from 14 seconds and under, I'll always use the Tiger 2 because it's a little bit slower. But on the grass, from anything from 13, 14 seconds onwards up to 17, 18, I'll always use the XGs, and the XGs are perfect for anything in between 14 and 18 seconds.
Good morning and welcome to BVTV. We are here at the Henselite Victorian Open for some more mixed pairs action coming your way. We've got a really enjoyable matchup on the cards this morning. Maya and REES of Drysdale taking on Karen Wilson and Rob Wilson from Monbulk. It's a bit of an overcast day here at Morwell Bowling Club, but we're in for a fantastic match. Joining me in commentary today is Matt Tobre. Looking forward to calling this one with you, Matty.
Yeah, Kai, welcome everyone. Another Vic Open, started, hey? How good is it? How good was that first match?
Oh, unbelievable.
Yep, we'll be expecting something similar with this one. Round 2 of sectional day.
We've got some very similar colours here between the two teams, Matty.
I was thinking exactly the same thing. Jumper clash. I've got to say, I think I probably prefer the Monbulk one.
Yeah, very similar, but
nothing against Drysdale, but
both very nice uniforms standing out.
All players are waiting for, I think, the signal to start because it's a time game of 2¼ hours.
Yeah, just a few completing their last roll-up end.
So I think the Wilsons had a draw in their first game, and I'm pretty sure the REES just lost in a tight one.
That's correct.
To Frankie Kreslovich.
Had some cracker games here this morning. Some great talent across the green.
I think Matty Flapper's just finishing his trial end. 2 trial ends prior to every game this year, which is a little bit different.
You can see on the camera the beautiful setup here at Morwell under the dome.
Yep, and I think the newer green they've got here. It used to be a really quick and wide green. This one is only about a year old. It's definitely different to what we've seen here. Really family affair in this game, isn't it, Kai?
Certainly.
You got a husband and wife, Karen and Rob. And you've got father and daughter playing together. Just shows you how good our sport is, Kai.
100%.
You can be playing against your dad and with your dad. We've seen a bit of that in Pennant, which is great.
For sure. Some weeks you play with them, some weeks you play against them. Could make for a very awkward Sunday roast.
Yeah. Here we go. 15 live ends. Dead ends apply, which I like. So you are allowed to kill it. We've got 2¼ hours. Let's settle ourselves in for this one, Kai. Round 2, mixed pairs, sectional day. Everyone trying to get out of their section and come back tomorrow and play knockouts. Please jump in the socials, put some comments, maybe some predictions. Not a bad miss there from Maya.
Behind's always good, isn't it, Matty?
Yeah, we've spoken about that before. 3 bowls gives you a chance to really set the end up. Let's see if Karen can make that correction of adding about a metre. Pretty close here, Kai. Yeah, that's a good bowl.
Good correction.
Makes the first bowl look even better. I like how Ash didn't change Maya there. She thought about it.
I did watch a bit of the Wilsons in the first game. They played really well, but snuck away with a draw.
Oh, that's a good bowl. Yeah, great bowl.
Got some of the REES family in the comments cheering them on.
Pretty sure that's Mum, Kerry.
Plenty of support for both teams early on in this one.
Yeah, pretty even start there, I think, from both leads. Got a close one, and I suppose the Wilsons are just lacking that back bowl. Rob Wilson is the bowls operations manager at Monbulk and coach. Well, there's the back bowl, Kai.
That's it. Very handy. Ash not far away
He's
here.
looking to attack Karen's bowl, and does.
You can play there. Come underneath it, pull it up.
Is yellow the REES paddle?
I believe so.
Do we have a paddler? I think it's Anne. That's a good reply here from Rob.
Yeah, very fair response.
Didn't hear that question, Kai. What was that? Looking to just get
arrived, I
Maya's
think.
bowl up. Does that mean they're down?
Probably just lacking a foot of weight. I think you're right there, Matty. I think he was just looking to turn the shot bowl once over and him stick around.
It's not going to hang on from there.
Ash with the great track, just lacking a few feet. And it'll be one to the REES team early on in this mixed pairs match. Plenty of support in the comments.
Yeah. Why not watch some bowls on a Friday?
That's it. Yeah. We're here all day, aren't we, Matty?
Well, we're here for 10 days.
That's it.
All finishing with finals week on the 28th and 29th. Finals weekend, which will be fantastic. Good to see both skips doing their live scores. This year, it's made a big call to get all our team events live scored by the competitors. So big thanks to our competitors to embracing that. I'm sure it'll answer a lot of those questions of what's the score. And I think we did pretty well round one. I think we had about 12 out of
130 that didn't live score. So
right.
majority did, which we're very happy with.
We've got to work on those 12.
Yeah, we got to work on that and try and get to 100% as soon as we can.
Maybe a bit of a reminder, if you are heading down to the Vic Open and playing, we are expecting you in all team events to be live scoring. Download the scoring app, log in, find your match. All the rinks have been put into the result portal. And then we can track what you're doing end by end. Oh, another good lead bowl here from Maya. Gets the thumbs up from Dad.
She's corrected well so far with her second bowl, hasn't she, Matt?
Yeah.
Of course, we couldn't bring you this stream without our streaming partners, the Dandenong Club and Moama. They do a power of work, and this stream goes out to them as we see a great shot there.
Yeah, great bowl from Karen. I sort of missed that, but it's given him a good result.
Just going to drop this one a bit short.
Ash looking to draw this on his forehand. Track's great, just lacking a little bit of weight. Sammy and I had a bit of a roll up on this live rink yesterday, Kai.
What were your thoughts?
Oh, it's extremely different to what it used to be. It's a bit slower. I'd say it's probably maybe 14. The side they're playing at the moment definitely draws a lot more than the other side. So I think we'll see plenty of bowls this side. But yeah, pretty user-friendly rink. We're going to see some great bowls. Fair correction here from Ash.
Needs to keep kicking.
And he has.
Good morning, Brendan. Thanks for joining us.
Morning, Brendan. I'm sure you'll be joining a lot of our live streams. Rob chasing this.
Josh looking for something very similar.
Rob had perfect weight on that last bowl, Kai. I think he's just going to look to get under his front one and draw it.
Yeah, as you
Front
said,
nose it, gives it maybe 2.
the hand he's playing now is a little bit turnier than his backhand. See how he goes.
Oh, he's
Not
close.
far away
He's
at
close. Oh, he gets the jack over. Makes. Oh, look for 2. I'd be looking for 2, Kai.
And that's what they'll do. Measure comes out.
Two it is. Well, the Wilsons reply after the REES get a single.
How much off to count? Yeah. Was it 1 or 2?
The Wilsons opting for a longish end.
Yeah. From our practice yesterday, you do need to, on this sort of length, give it a bit.
And we saw that in the first game, that early on, that just needed to chuck a little bit further. Two backies to start off from Karen.
And that side doesn't turn as much, Kai. As you can see, Karen's missed her line a little bit on both of those bowls. May will be looking for another metre. Well, not quite, but holding 2.
She's got that tighter line.
Yeah, it's a better line.
My favourite thing about the Victorian Open, Matty, is we get people from all over the state, country and the world. We've got bowlers from New South Wales, South Australia, even out here today, a bowler from Hong Kong. How good is that?
It's fantastic. It's what the Vic Open's all about. I think we're just seeing more and more from other states come down and play it. So if you missed out this year, look to put your entry in for next year. I reckon it's running about 14 here, the green. It's a newer synthetic.
Yeah, fair change.
Just drawing either hand.
Yep. Hang it. It's all right.
Ash just asking Maya a question. Do I stick to this backhand? Maya's like, yep. Yeah, it's the weight. Kai.
Made the right choice, I think.
Last ball shot, just a metre.
Don't forget, if you're down at the Victorian Open this week, we have our merchandise for sale at Traralgon Bowls Club. We've got, thanks to A&M Sportswear, some beautiful shirts out here on display.
Good bowl there from Rob. Gets shot. Not many options out the back. Kai.
You think that forces him onto his forehand?
Looking to outdraw it. Oh, there's the back bowl.
Gives him something to work with now with his last.
Rob will be looking to repeat this. Put more pressure on. Rob asking whether he can get his front one up and put it in the count. Karen saying not really.
He's got a nice line here, Matty.
Yeah, it's another good bowl.
There it is, puts the pressure on.
Yeah, and doesn't change it a lot either.
Not really a target for Ash to go at here. I think he's looking at playing backhand on the orange. No, he's changed his mind. I was going to say, if he plays backhand on the orange, it could go pretty wrong. Only one at the back.
He's had one look on that forehand with his last bowl. I think he's just going to look to outdraw this.
He had the nice tight line on that hand with his first. See if he can drop a bit of weight.
He's trying, Kai. He's trying. Oh, it's a good effort. Two good bowls there from Rob Wilson after being 3 down. Makes it 2. And 4-1 on the scoreboard.
Put some white one to the jack, Kate.
What event are you most looking forward to, Kai, in the Vic Open?
I am most looking forward to the singles. I think it brings out the most in people. It's you have to be really mentally strong to win a singles event like this one. And yeah, that's where the best players shine.
A few changes this year in the schedule. We've now got triples alongside singles. So I think we start off with men's triples and women's singles, and then we do the opposite.
Yep.
That'll spice up the live stream a little bit.
Something a little bit different.
suppose also an opportunity not to drain our host clubs and their markers.
Definitely. We've got 19 host clubs this year.
Yeah.
It's a great effort.
Couple new ones and obviously a lot of previous host clubs. We've done a fair bit of training with them. They're pretty experienced now, coming into their, I think it's the 3rd year. So a big shout out to all our host clubs. Can't run events like this without the support they provide.
Not far away here, Matty. Got to keep running.
Rob likes it.
Again, opting for that longer length. It's a bit further than the last. Players have to be switched on and keep chucking it further.
Karen changing her hand here, Kai.
She played 2 goodies out there.
Yeah. It's a fair change though.
Karen obviously knows what she's doing.
Maya needs to commit to this line here. Missed it twice. Yeah, that's a good reply. May have shot with that.
Keep your comments coming through. It's great to hear from you all.
Yep, so another addition to the VO is the integrated pairs and the under-18s.
Of course, being played at Traralgon.
And the Mega Bowl.
The Mega Bowl tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Have you put your entry in yet, Kai?
Oh, I haven't put my entry in yet.
You've been a lead, you'll be all over that.
That's
One
it.
bowl.
I'll have to put that in when I get off the mic. Entries available on Bowls Link.
Yep. I think 50% going to the winner and then 50% to our charity partner, Bowls for Your Lives.
If you've got nothing else to do on your Saturday night,
Sorry, Bowl for Your Lives.
get down to Traralgon and have a go in our Mega Bowl.
Tell you what, Rob has come to play. It's a great bowl.
He's putting the pressure right back on Ash here, isn't he?
Mm.
It's been thereabouts.
Yeah, he turned that last end from 3 down to 2 up. Just another example of an end where the REES don't have enough bowls behind. Limits their options a little bit.
Just falls into the pack.
Tell you what, if Rob can front nose this a little bit, he could turn this into a 3 or a 4.
It's exactly what Karen said. Little touch. Happy days.
Not with that weight.
Unbelievable track for it too, Matty, isn't it?
Yeah, just knew, I think he knew pretty early. Didn't commit to that. The wait for this end.
Tricky shot here for Ash, no matter what. He plays the forehand, got the risk of trailing the jack.
I think he'll be going backhand. No, forehand it is. Looking to cut down. Just on draw. Always a chance here, Kai. Oh, again, just pulling up a little bit. One.
Just the
to
one.
the Wilsons.
That's 3 ends on the trot for them. That's correct, Scott. Both sides wearing very similar shirts. One from Drysdale and the other from Monbulk. We did speak about that very early on, and very hard to tell the difference.
Yeah, there's a slight difference there, but two good-looking shirts. My preference is still the Monbulk one, Kai.
I'll just go Drysdale just to be different.
Rightio.
Show everyone a bit of love.
Just a few of these bowls pulling up in that metre, nearly 2 metre short range. Something that needs to be changed. Yeah, this is a good start, Kai.
Still that foot or two short though. Same distance behind would be ideal. See what Cara can do here.
Yes. Just committing a little bit too much, being over, but in a good spot.
Yeah, I think Karen's done a good job of missing in the right areas for the most part, giving options for her skip. I think that's something that Maya just needs to improve on, get past.
Yeah, when Maya misses, she has missed in front. Yep. Hand change here. Yeah, not a bad reply here from Maya. And Summerall signalling 2 to the REES.
Where counts under your pink, is it? Even if you get to these good. Under that, you can. Just here. Can't get a touch underneath.
If you want to find any results, jump into the result portal.
Don't you dare.
Have a look end by end what's happening.
Sorry. That's it.
It's one of the main benefits of live scoring. You get to see the scores of all the sections, all your friends, family, anyone that's playing in the Victorian Open this week.
Yeah, I think this is where live scoring really comes into its own, Kai.
It's
I
definitely
can understand the comment of Pennant, you know, not many people want to watch what's going on, but Vic Open, everyone wants to know what's happening.
It's definitely the way of the future, I think, anyways.
Great weight there from Rob. Missed his line a little bit. Ash will be looking to join Maya's bowls. Again, just pulling up a little bit.
Interesting to see if the REES team get the mat back. Do they go shorter?
Well, they haven't had the mat for a few ends, so it'll be interesting to see if they can win this end and change it. I would be. What goes short, Kai? Mat up.
That's what I'd be doing.
Jack back. This is better weight from Ash.
Yep, there's another.
What's the situation from our marker? It's got to be 2 and a measure. Okay,
Big chance here for Ash to add another one.
2 and a measure's the call. Maya asking Dad to drop a mat. Can afford to go out a bit wider, Kai.
Good shot. You draw the same ball.
We should just put the measure on Rob's bowl and we'll work out the situation. Which Maya does. Let's have a look.
Yeah, good here.
I reckon it could be 3 here, Kai. Definitely 2.
We'll go back to the front one.
Yeah. Got a feeling that's in as well. Oh. 2. All right, let's see if we have a mat change here, Kai. You predicted it. They're having a bit of a chat. Ash and Maya.
I think you're right, it either has to be mat up, jack back, or vice versa.
Wow, here we go. Predicted this.
That's it.
Mat up, jack back.
Need to stay switched on here. The leads change of length.
Karen just a little bit through, but in a good spot. Maya will be looking to make this correction here. and put the pressure on after dropping 3 ends in a row. Now only 2 the difference. Line perfect on both of those bowls, Kite.
Yeah, good tracks there. Just again looking for a foot. If Karen can correct a little here. I don't think she's far away. Gotta keep running.
Rob doing his best to get that there. Yeah, Maya Wood looking to just finish behind this jack. Good leading here, Kai. Good leading.
There you go, there's that one just behind. Dad'll be happy with that.
Yeah, he's looking a little bit more relaxed. He's been under pressure.
Say I should probably be trying to match those 2 backies now.
Well, he's got a great setup. He's just probably got to think about what Rob's going to be doing.
I dare say Rob's not going to be short.
Well, yeah, if you have a look, I think he'll be attacking backhand and getting Karen's bowl up or just under. Stops
That's
that
another.
a little bit.
Okay, you've got to punch onto your ball. Punch onto your ball and come up and go get the shot. Yep.
You try and get to your front.
Ash liking this one.
I'll play it on the other hand now. I think just under the whites, yeah.
I think that's a good call from Rob. Find the gap. They've got everything at the back. If he gets onto the jack here.
He's going to attack it a little bit. Yeah, it's not full weight. Looking for jack. I wouldn't be too unhappy with that, Kai. He's cut the head down.
There's always that option, wasn't there?
And saying a measure.
What are you playing here, Matty, if you're Ash?
I think he's got a couple options. I like the option on the forehand, getting Maya's bowl up. I think he was hinting backhand though.
I think every time we've mentioned which hand he's going to play, he's played the other.
I saw the conversation between him and Maya and they were talking backhand.
I think
have a
potentially goes narrow, gets a roll out of the orange.
Oh, he's just a little bit through.
Get on behind the pink.
Yeah, good shot here.
like this option here, Kai. He's going to come backhand. Got his own bowl to get up. If he gets under, gets the jack. They've got two good catches.
I think we've spoken about it multiple times. The back bowls are so vital. It gives him the freedom to play that extra 2, 3, 4 feet.
He's chasing it. It's a big chase. Looking to sit the white. Oh, that's a good ball.
Great shot.
We got a little bit fortunate on his second bowl.
Makes 2 out of it.
Rob doing the damage on that end. They were holding a good 4 there, the REES.
I'll be jumping off commentary for a bit, Matty. Thanks for having me. And
Always a pleasure, mate.
Tony Sherwood will be replacing me.
Have a good one.
Thanks, Matty.
Good afternoon, Tone.
Morning, Matty. Morning all. Well, afternoon, yeah, you're right.
Just clicked over afternoon.
Miles ahead of me. Couple of shots there to the Wilsons. Made a bit of a difference.
Yeah, we think Kai and I are agreeing that Rob's doing the damage at the moment. Karen's starting quite well, but Rob's changing it when they're down.
Yeah, they had a tough game in the first round, so coming out firing in round 2.
Yeah, got a draw in that one. Ball here from Maya.
Yeah, Ash likes this one.
We've probably seen too many in that 2 metre short range. And on this sort of green, you've got to be there.
Yeah, it's a quickish sort of carpet. It's not crazy quick, but it is sort of quicker than most. But we do see a number of players dropping in short with a bad bowl, more so than being long. So they're probably just a little bit chicken, a little bit scared of being too long.
It's a good ball,
Good
though.
response here. Nice little battle.
Good live stream match to start the carnival, Tone.
Yeah, look, we had a ripper this morning. Ended up changing over in the last end. Victory to Gary Mills and Olivia Bloomfield. They had their nose in front for one other end, but it was all Kasha Fortune and Harry Coleman from end 6 through to 14, but not the end that counts, unfortunately, for Fortune and Coleman fans. It's the way it happens sometimes, though. Round the grounds, thanks to Green Line. Other matches on. Speaking of Harry Coleman, he's having a tough match at the moment. Down 4-9 to Alan Callow after 6 ends. Vulcan Bloomfield 7 shots apiece after 6 ends. Jack Sharman's got his nose in front of Matt Flapper, 8-4 after 6. Marnie against Nebert. Marnie leads 6-3 after 5. And Stanaway and Krislovich having a great battle next door, 8-7 after 7, the way of Stanaway.
Yeah, we were talking about the live scores. You can see in the result portal. If you click on the live button. Ball here from Rob.
Just needs to hurry this last little bit. Cuts one out either way. Yeah, the live button, we had a few people commenting in the streams earlier this morning about how good it is. Just terrific to be able to follow along all the matches.
It's a bit of a reminder for anyone heading down to play in the VO, in the team events. You'll be expected to live score. So download the app, log in and find your match. Rob doing a bit of a chase there, just going under.
Better speed from Ash, but still just a touch shy.
It's a good track.
Both skippers with one more to come.
Yeah, fair starter here. Well played. Good shot. Yep.
Just in front of the jack.
Yeah. Oh, really good. Good ball. Yeah, pretty good.
I think Rob will be looking to play a similar shot, get his own bowl up. He wasn't
Extra
far
pepper.
away with his his second bowl.
Get all of it.
Asking to get it all. Oh, he hasn't.
Right, stay there. Just under it.
Close.
Afternoon, Rowdy. Hope you're enjoying the stream from Club Barham.
Congrats to Club Barron too, getting through to Champion State pennant for the midweek variety. How's Ash REES gone here?
Well, he hasn't got many options apart from absolutely drawing it. Gives him a 1, the REES.
Just a little dance around to make sure. 1 it is.
Seven 4 after 7. We saw this earlier, Tone. After losing 3 ends in a row, the REES decided to change the length, move the mat up and jack back.
Yep.
It worked for him until Rob decided to draw 2.
There's always that danger of the opposition doing it just as well, isn't there?
Well, that's the debate about the skips having 3 bowls, isn't it? In a row.
Morning to you, Warren Fair-Jones, watching from Collie in Western Australia. Nice to have you joining us, watching on Facebook. And Dan Mead, watching from Wagga. Never call Wagga, Wagga, Wagga.
Oh, this is that zone where we don't want the bowls finishing tone.
No, correct.
I'm sure Mayer's not trying to do that.
No, not by design. Can happen though. Very, very similar uniforms, Monbulk and Drysdale, aren't they?
Yeah, we've talked about this, the jumper clash.
Wouldn't want to be playing footy against each other. Lovely weight, Karen Wilson.
He doesn't need Rob. Rob's just having a bit of a toilet break.
Unnecessary skips.
Yeah. We only need him for live scoring, really, Tone.
Yeah, that's all they're good for. Except my skipper.
Right. What are you playing in the VO this year?
Pairs on Sunday. Going to have a
Where?
little trundle around with Troy Stafford. And we are at Traralgon, I think it is actually. I looked that far ahead. Nice bowl here. Karen Wilson, she's bowling well.
Yeah, won her club champs this year, Karen. Close
Hold
here
for the
from
jack.
Maya. No,
Yeah,
good reply.
jack clean. Well played. Couple down to 1 up. Turn around. Karen just asking her skipper.
Twice.
Yeah, to stand jack eyes. This is why skippers are no good.
Rob, just stand jack eye.
Commonly known as divorce pairs, mixed pairs, in a cheeky kind of fashion. It's not quite going to come back at that speed. So, one, the way of the Drysdale pairing, Maya and Ash REES at the crossover. And Warren Fairjones asking, is Selena Goddard playing this year? She certainly is, one of the ambassadors of the Victorian Open. And last year just could not miss.
Had a
Walked
great
away,
VO.
I think, with about $14,000 or $15,000 in prize money, including the Barb Gilbert medal, awarded to the best player of the tournament. So she is in action in all the events that we have. So no doubt we'll see her at some stage. She generally finds her way to the pointy end.
Ball here from Ash.
Yeah, well played.
Closes it up a bit for Rob. Rob looking just to draw this tone. Cut it down.
It's not a bad effort. She's got to get the right side of the Maya REES bowl. Just a touch shy in the end, so no change, still a couple. The way the REES.
Yep, I think getting to your first bowl was going to be a good reply.
Ash REES been in some pretty good form. Went very deep in the Geelong region champion of champions as well. See why when he's bowling like this, get that up and over. It's a bit of a target's the only downside, so Rob won't be short with this one. Well, probably a touch shorter than what I thought he might have been.
That would have been the one to probably have a bit more of a run at, Tone, I think,
Yeah.
in 3 bowl pairs.
Yeah. One bowl to come for both skippers. A shout out to you, Marion Treweek, also watching BVTV here on Facebook from the Bull.
And Irene talking about Chloe and Jack McNabb, I'm pretty sure. I saw them this morning at Traralgon.
Yeah, playing the mixed pairs. And Wayne Malloy's watching from Mandurah as well.
All right, this is another good bowl here from Ash, Tone.
Yeah, piling on the pressure. It's just got to go this last little bit. Yep, good enough.
Okay.
Apart from the jack is the white.
Holding 4. This will be a big pickup. Rob Wilson with some work to do.
Probably the first time he has had to do a lot of work, Tone.
Yeah,
3 times he's elected just to do it on draw.
it's just cutting hard now. He needs to get going. I kind of thought there might have been at least an opportunity, if nothing else, to really, don't have to go crazy hard at it.
That end was set up by Maya's last bowl, and then Ash really dialing in with his 3.
Yeah, big pickup for the REES. That gets their nose in front, 8-7.
After 8, 15 live ends.
Keeping-
Similar jack distance, I think, and map position.
Keeping Kerry REES happy. It's of course Maya's mum. Ash's better half. This is day one of the Henselite Victorian Open for 2026. We're down here for 10 days in the Gippsland Latrobe Valley area.
Yeah, don't tell my partner, don't.
No, I won't say a word. If you can get down to the area, do so. Because not only is there some great bowls played across 19 venues across the valley, there's also some nice little trade stalls and setups in at Traralgon Bowls Club where you can go and get yourself a new set of bowls from the Henselite stall. Drop in and see Troy Stafford. Lyella will be in there working away. Get yourself some shoes, all the accessories. Only too happy to kick you out with some new gear
Is
from Henselite.
Troy supplying you with a new set of bowls for the pairs?
No new set of bowls. I've got a trusty set of Henselites. I haven't trained them brilliantly well, to be fair, but maybe Troy can talk some sense into them. Of course, our charity partner, Bowl for Your Lives, will be here for a few days as well.
We're talking about the Mega Bowl
Yeah,
as well.
it'll be a
on
good bit of
Saturday
fun.
night.
There's plenty happening throughout the Vic Open, not just the events that you get to see on the stream. There's also plenty of other activations and fun activities that occur throughout the 10 days of the event. Great man Johnny O'Donnell asking who's on the live stream next.
I think we've got Matt Flapper, haven't we?
We do. We've got
And,
Hayley O'Reilly leading up for Matt Flapper and Andrea Todorovic leading up for Brett Marnie.
Yeah, that'll be a good third match for the day.
There's a really good section over there. So that'll be the third match for the day, as Matty just said. Generally about 2:30 kickoff, but depends on the schedule with the other games. Could be a touch earlier or a touch later.
This is better from Maya. Instead of finishing in that 2 metre short zone, just finishing behind.
Pretty good response
Yeah,
here.
good reply there from Karen.
And Summerhill, our ITO, doing the paddling duties, signifying the green paddle, which matches the scoreboards here at the venue. So it's green for the Wilsons and yellow for the REES combination. Yeah, pretty good couple of pills. Karen Wilson. First one was a touch short. She just ducked away for a quick break and came back. Excused that one, but the second two were much better.
Ash looking to draw this, and he has. He's been very good once this length's gone shorter tone. I reckon his draw accuracy has lifted.
Age-old argument in bowls. I know most skippers will back themselves with the last bowl, but dictating length can be equally as devastating. Very kind of you, Johnny O'Donnell. We are always happy to bring you the stream. Of course, thanks to our streaming partners, the Dandenong Club and Moama Bowling Clubs. We do love it here on BVTV, especially when you get good matches like this.
Maybe stretch it out.
The line was good.
Yep, all good. Keep going.
Not a lot of options on the right-hand side back for the Wilsons. Tone.
No.
I'm not sure why Rob's sort of going that way.
It's a good bowl there. Uses the wall of opposition bowls in for second shot.
Is he looking to squeeze the jack out and then try and draw it with his forehand?
It's the only real option that's on, so...
Wow,
Doesn't
this could be a little bit different though.
Yep. Ash Ree's just going to come up and double check what he's seeing from the mat is correct. They're holding a couple so far. Johnny O'Donnell saying it's been very quiet since he's not there. Well, that is true.
That's an understatement.
Let's see if Rob Wilson might get up and about like Johnny O'Donnell does.
Two-ball trick there. Setting that up.
Yeah, we saw that, Rob. Was that deliberate?
I refuse to answer the question on the go.
Might not have heard now, effects might, but Rob Wilson, who's standing right next to us in commentary, just said I refuse to answer that question for fear I may incriminate myself.
Well, in the count and covering, I think here, Tone, on the forehand.
Yep. Just got a slower touch.
Just a bit hot. Well, does Rob go it? Any connection sends it over to his strategically placed second bowl.
Down a couple. Last bowl, the end.
Again, he's not running really hard at it, but a bit over.
It's just going to be a touch under. All right, get a little bit of help and gets one out. Raises a hand to apologise. It's better than being two down. He'll take the one down with an apology because he's a good fella. Afternoon to you, Adam Easton. Thank you very much for joining us. I'd imagine you're playing in a few events. I saw your name in the singles. I don't know whether you're playing others, Mr. Easton, but fingers crossed for you if you are. 9-7 the lead now. 9 ends gone. 3 ends in a row and 4 in the last 5
And that
ends
4 was
to the REES.
Bit of a game changer, I think, Tone.
Yep.
Oh, Mark, you've got to get on both those white and yellow.
Do some other scores from around the grounds, courtesy of Harvey Norman, Trelgan. Harry Coleman's got his nose back in front over Alan Callow, 10-9 after 8. Volk and Bloomfield, 11-10 after 9. Flapper and Sharman, 11-10 after 10. Marnie over Niebert, 8-5 after 7. And Stanaway and Krislovich, 9 all after 9. Lovely opening bowl from Maya Reeves.
Maya's
She's
just
really dialed
lifted
in.
her bowl rate here a little bit, Tone. Finishing in better spots and putting a lot more pressure on the Wilsons.
Shout out to Glenn Baxter, who's holidaying beautiful Safety Bay in WA. Tuning into the live stream. Enjoy the holiday. Sounds lovely. We'll certainly enjoy bringing you the coverage. Nice response.
Good reply from Karen.
Adam Easton playing the pairs and the singles. Nice. Formats on offer here at the Vic Open: pairs, singles and triples and mixed pairs. And then of course we have an integrated pairs and some under 18 events as well.
It's a good change there from Rob. Using Maya's last bowl to sort of allow Karen to cut it down. Not far away, Tone.
Yeah, it's a good effort.
Not far away. Yep.
Good skipping,
2 seconds
good execution.
Yeah, 3 good bowls there from Maya.
Don't lose any weight. You got that right in the middle, she pops out somewhere, that's a good result.
Nice clear instructions.
Back to the same way. Get the jack in the middle of it, go somewhere else where it is.
Matt Flapper's gone for a huge drive a few rings over. Joe Martin was standing on the bank and still a little bit worried about where it was going.
Rob saying, don't change it. Oh, great bowl from Karen.
almost exactly as called by Rob. Said don't lose any weight, so keep going. If you can spit the jack out sideways either way is good for us.
It was good skipping from Rob and two great bowls from Karen.
Yep. Looks to be one away.
Yeah, I'd
Of the
favour
Wilsons?
the Wilsons.
Yep, confirmed by Anne Summerhill. ITO extraordinaire.
This won't worry Ash. He's been drawing really well on this length.
Yeah, reasonable effort. Be happy with that one. Well played.
Still there?
Isn't touching the jack worth 4?
Gusses the jack clean. Jack edging closer and closer to the boundary peak. Still in by about a foot.
Ash looking to... Oh, just doesn't hang on.
Had the arm out trying to get it to hold on. Not to be. Rob Wilson has the shot. Looking to add another.
Become a bit of a singles game
Yeah.
at this end by the skips.
Yeah, when the jack spits out sideways, most of the other bowls are, well, it sounds rude to say they're irrelevant, but they pretty much are. Just on the position of this head.
Ash doesn't need to change much more weight, just needs to go a bit wider. Always going with a bit of weight, Tone. Get rid of the bowl, and does.
Oh, he's taken his own out as well. So he might have favoured he had 2 seconds to be going at that weight. Oh. Yeah. So it is one the way of Ash REES so far. Rob Wilson in his last bowl to come. Really just needs to draw this like he did his first. Not really too much else on.
It's gone a bit higher.
A bit quick.
No, I don't think it's
No.
quick. It's good weight.
Yeah, he's on the trot after it. He knew that a long way out. Steady up now, and that'll be a shot the way of Karen and Rob Wilson. First end in a few, so take that one. 10 ends gone, Matthew. 9 shots apiece. 9-8 rather.
It's a good battle. Wilson's needed that end. They'll be going back to a similar mat and jack position and length they've been using.
Yeah, the mat's pretty much on the tee, and the jack's,
Close to tee to tee.
yeah, almost a yard in or thereabouts. Very well looked after here at the Morwell Bowls Club. They had egg and bacon rolls and all that sort of stuff this morning. Got some snacks in there at the moment, Matty. They've even got their own hot jam donuts,
Yeah,
which
I
I
saw
haven't
the
tried,
ad
but
for
they
that.
do look tempting. And they look after players and staff and volunteers very well for lunches as well.
All right, I'm jumping out. JT coming in, Tone.
You're going
Enjoy
to
the
have an
rest of
early
it.
lunch. Well done. Half your luck, Matty. So 10 ends gone to this 15-end match. No real issues with the time limit. We're still only about an hour into this match, maybe a touch more. Both players on this longer end have fallen victim to playing short. Welcome, JT.
Afternoon, Tone.
Tail of the tape here. I know you've been watching anyway, but Maya and Ash REES have had the best of the last probably half a dozen ends, but Rob and Karen Wilson just got a single on the last. Nice bit of pressure here from Karen Wilson, gets one right on the jack.
Yeah, been keeping an eye over it while I was trying to do a little bit of work in the background.
How's this one?
Not far away.
Not bad. Oh, there's a coat of polish in that one, missing the jack. Rob just asking this one for all it's got. Gets in the count, but plenty of room.
Yeah, Maya's got to switch the forehand now. Just probably play a very similar bowl to just get there.
Ben Simmons is clearly drunk this early in the morning.
Well, it's not morning for starters, Tone, so you must be drunk too.
Some scores from around the grounds, thanks to our good friends at the Travel Studio. Harry Coleman, one shot up, 11-10 over Alan Callow after 10. Volk and Bloomfield have been close all day, 12-11 the way of Volk after 11 ends. Sharman and Flapper is 13-11 the way of Sharman, but Matty Flapper did just pick up a 2, so that one will be 13 shots apiece after 12 ends. Marnie 9 leading Neve at 6 after 8 ends. And Stanaway and Krislovich have had a ding-dong battle, 10 all after 11.
How much more to count? Very good. Well done.
I reckon you just down here. My foot, yeah?
See if it's wide enough. Oh, it's still turning.
It's not a great head for Ash and Maya. I think the first job you ought to get a good second and maybe just cop it sweet, because the way the head's set up, it's not great.
No, seen better bowls at a Tupperware party than this one.
I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying the way the head, you know,
You
where the
told me to say
no, it's where the bowls are angled and where it's set up, that type of stuff.
4 on the way of the Wilsons, though. Ben Simmons saying, can you please mute Pidge? Well, you're not going to like the next stream there, Benno.
It's just got to get down now. Good draw around at 4 second. That's a great bowl.
Well played. 4 down to 1 down is a win every day of the week.
Only thing is, I bet you Rob can see it. It's just a matter of not whether he can get it or not. Playing backhand, I don't. To me, sitting behind the head with the camera, I would have played forehand personally, but anyway, each their own. It's still on regardless.
He's on the trot after it. It's got a hold. Nope. So how does Ash get a shot here, JT? A little...
Again, I'm not convinced he's going to be playing it too aggressively because he doesn't want to take his own out. If he
just
happens
a touch on the
just,
shot ball.
yeah, and it might spring it enough to bring his last one in.
Yep. Last bowl of end number 11. Here in the mixed pairs action. Morwell Bowls Club. It's a good effort. Just going to find.
It's good weight though. It was never going to do any damage with it.
Yeah.
I said you might have to cop one sweet, one down sweet sometimes.
2 ends in a row the way of Karen and Rob Wilson.
9 all.
Now 9 all. 11 of 15 ends gone. Just tuning in, this is BVTV, giving you coverage of the Henselite Victorian Open for 2026. And Green Line, our presenting partner, do a terrific job with fabulous canopies. Head to greenline.com.au. You can even search for their Greenline project estimate tool. You can work out what one's going to cost and how it's going to work. Nice opening bowl from Karen Wilson. And a shout out to our good friends, Bowl for Your Lives, the proud charity partner of Bowls Victoria. Doing absolutely terrific work. Mental health space, breaking down the stigmas associated with mental health and give hope to those impacted. Head to their website for more information, bowlforyourlives.com.au. Maya turns it back on that one, didn't like it as soon as it was out of the hand.
Much better bowl. Even doesn't get shot, it's going to finish in a good home.
What a correction. 1 down. Was 3 down though, so that's a win.
rub down the backhand just a fraction high. I think the intent's right. If he can play through Karen's, which he did, or if he slid through and sat the white bowl.
Either way, you can go around here if you like. Yeah, that's all right. What a brilliant ball. Yeah, right ball. Brilliant.
I didn't think Ash could get to that white bowl. He did. He just touched it a fraction. I don't think it's changed. I think it's still 2.
Yeah, got one, same ball.
He's got the 2 back bowls, Ash Rees. Time to have a bit of a dip at it.
Again, if he takes his own out, he's 5 down.
Yeah.
Just missed the end there. Josho?
Hand raised to apologise. Isn't that problem?
It's all happening. There's a...
I got a little distracted by the comment.
Yeah, so did
I was
I.
keen to see Ray King on Sunday. Who's Ray King?
That'd be the one and only Ian.
Oh, you mean the Ray King?
Ian, JR, Ray King Ewing.
Ray King Ewing. Yeah, Rob Wilson just gives himself an "Are you idiot?"
See, I think Ash can attack now. He can get both bowls. They got the next 2. Or get the jack down the back.
Yeah, I think jack down the back's ultimate.
The only problem is, I think if you get the jack down the back, you might take your own out on the process, potentially. Yeah. Just the way
He doesn't need to go with crazy weight, though, does he? Can he get through it if he softens it up a bit?
I'll be honest, the better results for both bowls, to be honest.
Yeah. Looks like a wind up to me. Firm weight.
Close.
Got him. Oh, stiff. Set him up again, and number 12 to be replayed.
Had to be probably another inch or 2 to the left if you're looking for behind the camera to get both. Great bowl, all the same. 2 down to dead and.
Yep, can't argue with that. While we set up this end again, I'll give you some round the ground scores thanks to White Rabbit Advisory. Callow now leading Coleman 12-11 after 12. Bloomfield over Volk 15-12, also 12 ends gone. Sharman leading Flapper 15-13 after 13. Marnie and Nebet said 9-6 after 8 for a little while. Stanaway now's got his nose in front over Krislovich 13-11 after 13. Smaller number of rinks here at Morwell, obviously due to the fire a couple of years ago when 1 green in action, so 6 rinks. 3 sections being played of the mixed pairs for the Henselite 2026 Victorian Open.
We will get back to 7 rinks in the men's singles when they're here.
Yes, can do. Yeah, that Marnie Nebet score is 13-6 after 11. So just the scoreboard in the venue hasn't been updated for a few ends.
correction here from Karen. Maya just has to fix her line up. Her weight is already great. What was that?
No idea.
Sound effects was good though.
Something went crashing down over there. Anyway, everyone looks to be okay.
Great leading, Karen.
She's been very good, particularly on these longer ends. And the shorter ends, Maya's probably been the equal, if not better. With the longer ends, Karen Wilson's just had the advantage.
Oh, she only has to sneak in front of him and she shot.
Good effort.
I think that's enough.
Yeah, certainly is great to see Morwell back up and going. Tina and all the team here at Morwell done an amazing job to be been trading again as soon as they were after the devastating fire. And the plans, there's some artists' impressions rotating around on the screen inside the Bowlers Clubhouse that show what the club's going to be. It looks, well, you can't say it looks $1 million anymore, can you? Because it's not enough. It looks $50 million. It looks amazing. Yeah, not a bad effort here. If you can sit the ball down, it's good enough. Well played, Rob Wilson.
Actually, looking just arrive on the full end. He can tip Maya's bowl over, or he's just around. He can turn the jack to Maya's bowl.
Joe Martin and Jack Sharman pick up another single a few ranks over. They now lead 16-13 over Haley O'Reilly and Matt Flapper. Last end about to be played. What a tough section that is. Those two pairings, and then of course Andrew Todorovic, Brett Marnie up against the Nebits.
Ash is on the tighter line. He's close, Tony. Oh, just hung that last. He's yeah, I thought it was good, probably 3 yards out, and then it just hung its line. Probably the speed made it hang. Got to make sure you use the right wording there.
If they do continue that way, JT, it makes our third match this afternoon very, very interesting.
Well, it's live for starters.
Andrew Todorovic and Brett Marnie will be 2 game winners if it continues as it is. And Matt Flapper and Haley O'Reilly won their first by a bit of a margin. And if they drop their second, they'll need to win round 3.
But they'll roughly know what they need to do to leapfrog
Yep.
Pidge and Andrew. And then you're worried about the wreck next door too at the same time. Which they will be next door.
Yep, plenty going on. Of course, the winner of that section will play one more match tonight. Oh, sneaks its way through. I wasn't even sure that was possible, JT. See this on the replay. Gets an edge on to Maya REES' white bowl and then sneaks through the gap.
The only thing it's done is though it's left the bowl jack high for Ash to potentially sit. To me, he's playing similar weight to his last. He gets down to Mayes. Mayes will turn over on probably in for shot. Happy to just ride He could also decide to play a lot of weight and see what happens too.
I don't mind what you said first up, because if you can get the jack through, the May REES bowl there as well. So
I think he's just adjusting his line by a smidgen.
smidgen, I like it.
Smidgen.
Hurry. Hurry. Spring. Spring. Up.
Now, he's playing the weight. He's going to have a bit of luck. Oh, he did get a bit of luck. Made one out of that.
I mean, it was, you're right, he did get a little bit of luck, but it was kind of anything could happen from there. Could have been worse, could have been better. Ended up being better by one.
Probably not anticipating it going that way.
No. It's a touch wider than where he originally wanted to be. So the REES with their nose in front over the Wilsons, 10-9, 12 ends gone. Not as short as some of their other ends, but certainly shorter than when the Wilsons are on the mat.
Solid starter from Moama as Karen just drifts past a little quick.
Still there. Not much more.
Correction here. Should be the number one.
Yep, sure. Yeah, good effort. It's all right. It's all right there.
Still not really nailed this end.
No, still room for someone to capitalise. Now, I was going to say, Rob just loves standing in front of the camera for a second.
Won the way of Karen Wilson for that last one. Around the grounds for McDonald's Gippsland. Coleman 12 trailing Callow 14. They're on their last end there. Bloomfield 16 leading Volk 13, also on their last end. It's the exact same score. Sharman leading Flapper 16-13, also on their last end.
Yeah, I think he's in a bit of trouble this last end, Matty. You had a chance to trail the jack around this corner, and he turned it the other corner, and I think he's going to try and kill it, I think.
Yep.
From what I can see from here.
It looks like a victory to Stanaway over Krislovich.
No,
That was the other way around, was
I
it?
think Krislovich got a 3 on the last
I
end
got
or
3.
something.
Right, well, there you go.
I think.
They haven't updated the scoreboard, so I
No.
was only guessing by...
You know what I think they're doing now?
They're putting it in by end scores.
Which is ridiculous.
Santa Maria.
What was that? Matty nearly destroyed someone's head on the next freak.
Yeah, I don't know how they're not paying attention to that, but anyway. So plenty happening as we get towards the closing stages of round 2 in mixed pairs action. Sectional play, 3 rounds.
Up or down?
Joshy Cartwright's watching on Facebook saying go Team REES.
We've got allegiance to Moama, being former Victorian under-18 state players together.
Yes, correct. A reasonable effort here from Rob Wilson. Yeah, it's going to stop in time. Well played. It's the shot. Matt Flapper and Haley O'Reilly picked up a single on the last end for a 2-shot loss. So Joe Martin and Jack Sharman pick up the victory 16-14 after the 15 ends have been played.
I think Ash will just try and draw it on the back end, get to the bowl. Oh no, I could be wrong here. Maybe the way he's lining up. And he's close tone. Oh, he got enough
He's
of
edged
it.
it out. How does he get through that gap, JT, with no jack, no white ball, and edge the bowl out?
With skill.
How is this?
No, it's the.
Oh, there's a whisker in both, JT.
There was enough of the bowl showing its butt out there to get it, you know.
Nostradamus in hindsight, aren't you? Oh, come on, mate. Give me something.
Oh, mate, I'm giving you everything. It was a good bowl.
Why do I have to put up with this guy all the time? Who said he should be in here?
I'm in charge, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Kinda.
All right, Rob Wilson on the mat. Try and refocus again.
Just on the high side. I don't think he's getting down tone.
Yeah, on the speed, it's just not quite there. Petrea McGrath also cheering on Maya. Called has won the way of the Rees, but Karen Wilson wants to put a tape on it just to be sure.
Reasonably confident Petrea is in Ocean Grove.
Yes,
So,
correct.
with
Yep.
that and Geelong connection.
Yep. Close enough measure that they're going back and having another go.
And ITO, Lorraine Dowson's ready to go too.
Yeah, she's got the laser. One the way of Maya and Ash Rees.
So they're 2 up, 2 to play.
The last 2 ends in a row, both singles, on the way of the Drysdale pairing. And matches all gradually finishing as we go along.
Just thought of another filter we can go with Matteo to go back to the developers for bowls with the live scoring. You should have a filter and you could, type in a surname,
sections
right?
or venues or something.
Venue, and then you can see all the venue. Geez, I'm a thinking man.
Or you can favourite off that screen. That then you can say, right, well, I want to know about such and such, all your club mates that might be at different venues.
Matty, get onto it.
So Gary Mills and Olivia Bloomfield have had a victory 17-13 after their 15 ends over Volk.
That would probably mean what Callow and Bloomfield will, if Callow won, which I don't know for absolute certain.
No,
would
I
they
think
be
so. But
playing off for the section?
Yep. Plenty happening if you can get down to the Morwell Bowls Club. Get down here, we've got another match at least, and then one of the early round knockout matches will be here as well.
Good starter from Curran.
Yeah, well played. Club champion at Monbulk this year, JT.
Curran was. I don't even know where Monbulk is, Tone.
Up in the hills, JT, up in the Dandenong sort of area.
Okay, cool, nice. Sounds like a nice place then.
Yeah, nice little part of the world. It's a good shot of their shirt. You wait till we get a chance to rinse him after this match. Old people, that's what I'll call him. Old people getting in front of the cameras. I won't say it's him, I'll just say old people. You'll love it.
Good homie from Maya. It's not far from getting shot, but it's in a good home regardless.
Well, does a bit of painting in his spare time, Rob Wilson, like as in paints houses and stuff.
Ah.
So maybe I should be friendly with him and get him to come over and paint mine.
I thought you were going to say something along the lines of, like,
No,
does artistry.
Not art, no.
Yeah, I've got no idea that space.
So confirmed, JT, it was a victory to Alan Callow's rink by 1. So Fortune and Coleman picked up a single on the last.
Ash, full draw, sits the bowl, turns Jack around the corner.
Easy game. Why do people complicate it, JT? You should be a coach.
Used to be.
Good track. Good touch. Get to the jack here. Good shot. Yeah, very well played.
Is it wide enough?
Yeah, it's getting down now. It's all the speed. And it's close. Great bowl.
Is he wide enough? Nearly perfect.
All for the line. The weight was good.
I wish we could publish a book of the texts we get while we're on stream that can't be repeated.
Oh, correct. Now, Ash turns that jack. Happy days.
A little bit wider.
Close.
Speed's good.
Close.
Line's good. Oh, wow.
Good homes. As I would say, another one in the catching pen.
Yes, correct. Another one in the Harrier. One of my old skippers used to say.
See, we're going to explore that because let's face it, you've played Division 100 bowls your whole life and not very well. So I'm curious what type of skipper's giving you that advice.
Did you hear that, Josh? Did you hear what he just said to me? He's so rude. He said, I've played Division 100 my whole life. I reckon he's exaggerating a little bit.
Right, chance here. Turns his jack. Can nearly shake hands. That's how good a bowl it will be.
Doesn't have to change too much.
No.
His first bowl was an absolute peach. His second one was very, very good. Third one just needs to hurry.
Wow, it's going to
Just needs to
count.
hurry.
Oh, you know why that's really good? Because, like, it's 2, but Rob's got nothing behind. He attacks that and goes wrong. He's going 4 or 5 down. He can. The only thing he could think about doing is trying to get the outside edge of Ash's last bowl and get them both out. Gets it slightly wrong, and they're shaking hands.
He's just got to try and draw in off Karen's bowl, doesn't he? And try and flop in, see if he
He's
can.
looking at that angle, which he's, could do, but again, if he gets it wrong,
I reckon off the other hand. I'm not sure.
he
Oh, that's that noise again.
oh, you know what
whatever
it is? It's builders out the back in the left-hand corner. That's what it is. I'm thinking to myself, where's that noise coming from?
It's behind the screen, so we
Yeah.
can't see it at all, but we can hear it every now and again. Just
Imagine you were about to bowl
rebuilding
the
a
most
club.
important
I know,
bowl of your
yeah.
life, and it went boom down that end.
if you did that and it was your opponent, would you let him have the bowl again? Would you
Wouldn't
stop it
I wouldn't
and
have
say, look,
thought-
I'm a gentleman, I'll let you have it again? No, you wouldn't, of course. I've answered my own question.
I'd be paying him to make the noise.
Of course you would.
Yeah, tough shot. The only thing is whether he thinks he can kill it, really convict that shot. And because the problem is if he drops 2 here, even at which he is down, he's chasing for the first last end, and that's a tough gig.
Well, he's made up his mind. He's heading back to the mat end to have this last bowl of end number 14.
Funny enough, if Ash did trail it for the 4 or 5, it would have just made Rob play the shot. It's actually made him second guess it.
Yeah. Well, it's got enough speed to cause some damage. Oh, it gets one out.
One out. Yeah, it's probably as good as you could nearly get it, I reckon.
It's actually a pretty good hit.
That's a yeah.
He's missed it by a whisker. Great attempt, Rob Wilson. One more the way of Mayer and Ash REES. They now lead 12-9. Last end of this match. Victories to Krislovic over Stanaway, 15-13. Marnie over Niebert still has 2 ends, but there is an 8-shot margin to Marnie. Sharman over Flapper, 16-14. Bloomfield over Volk, I think it was 16-13. They've wiped the scoreboard. And Callow over Coleman at 14-13. So some very, very close matches. 3 shots the difference here. This jack has got to stop. Yes, it will just. Mayer REES breathes a sigh of relief. Those scores from around the grounds brought to you by our good friends at Greenline. And a shout out to Destination Gippsland, Latrobe City Council and the Victorian State Government who will support the Victorian Open. And enables us to do wonderful things for the Gippsland Latrobe Valley economy. All the hotels and restaurants and motels and everything else are full to the brim. An injection of towards $5 million into the local area from all the bowlers coming down to sharing a bit of the tourism and some nights out for dinner and lunch and everything else.
When you're chasing 3 to draw and 4 to win, you can't afford to lose too many bowls.
It went a long way in too, if that makes any sense.
No, correction needed here from Karen. Looking much better. And there's one.
Yeah, they need a 3. 4 for the victory, 3 to tie it up.
Good correction here from Maya.
Yeah, it hasn't closed the door, but gee, it's gone a long way to it.
Yeah, good track. Yeah, good track here. Hold the weight. Get past Jaws. Get past and run. Yeah, well, helps. Good. That helps. Yep.
She only wants another 18 inches 2 feet on her last. Ooh.
Oh dear.
It's making it harder.
2 bowls in the drink. Maximum they can get is 4.
Yeah.
And they're down on the head.
And I think Ash only has to pass probably 2 or 3 feet, split the tee and the ditch up, and
It's a cruel game sometimes. And he's done pretty much exactly that, JT. Would you have played that hand?
funny enough, I probably would have played the forehand and split it on the other side, but
Yeah,
you know,
same,
but only because I think that's the only direction the jack's going the other way. But at the end of the day, passing was the crucial part.
Yep.
I'm not out in the rink, so maybe that hand's a bit sticky, and maybe that's why he played that side.
Expert comments from Josh Thornton. Commonwealth Games gold medalist. State Fours champion a few years back. What was that, 2023?
Sounds
Pretty
about
sure it
right.
was.
Yeah, something like that.
And a bronze at Nationals? Is that what it ended up being?
Yeah.
Carried by Shorty,
KC.
Ben Buck and Johnny Caldwell.
Yeah, they all
It's a
carried.
pretty handy rink. They did.
Yeah.
I was there.
The only thing I was, no,
I think for second shot here.
no, well, yeah, that's the other part. Getting another one just to be covering the other ones to take the option of sitting the bowl for a number.
Yep. It's hidden away too. Almost dead in a line. It doesn't widen the target at all.
I think the kill's the only option now, really.
Well, it's exposed it a bit. Running out of bowls.
3, where can they get 3? If both bowls went and somehow the bowl hung around, that's probably the only thing I can think of. Not 3 going down to the back. If he got to, if Ash got to Karen's bowl, which is on the left-hand side there, or right-hand side now is the screen we're looking at, it splits the 2 of them up in point of difference in terms of, and then I don't think there's any shot going on then.
Well, the Wilsons had a draw in their first, so they really don't want to draw here. It's Frankie Krislovich and Co have had 2 wins, courtesy of 5 shots in the last couple of ends.
And if he turns it himself, well, I think that just buries it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh!
Well, you got a little touch on it, little feather. Now the question for Karen and Rob Wilson is, what can we do? He's got to run and get the white through it on the edge, doesn't
no, or the orange through it. It splits them out, the orange hangs around, and then he sort of hangs around after going through it, but I don't really think there's a lot going on here. To me, it's the kill. You're going at Karen's bowl and ripping it across off it onto the jack and killing it that way. still need to get that teleprompter, don't we?
Telestrator.
Or whatever it is, telestrator, yeah. So I can start drawing stuff on the screens.
I know what you draw straight away.
An L over your forehead.
All right. Is
No.
this the last poll? This round 2 match. Mixed pairs at the Henselite Victorian Open for 2026. He's going cutesy sort of weight, so trying the second of your options, I'd say, JT.
Not to be.
No. Don't know if that's 1 or 2. We'll find out.
2
is confirmed as 2. So that'll be a victory the way of Maya and Ash REES. Final score will be 14-9 after the 15 ends, and that brings us to a close. Just one match remaining out there at the moment. Brett Marnie and Andrew Todorovic have just picked up their bowls, so they haven't updated the scores. It was 15-7 after 13 ends, so it'll be a victory to Andrew Todorovic and Brett Marnie. Victories also to Krislovic over Stanaway, Sharman over Flapper, Bloomfield over Volk, and Callow over Coleman. And thank you very much, JT, a wonderful JT that just never lets me down. And he's, what, JT, where's he gone? He's gone. Thanks very much to Josh for producing the show. JT's already started tucking into his lunch. And of course, our streaming partners, the Moama Bowling Club and the Dandenong Club. We really couldn't do it without you and everybody who's joined in the comments. We do appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you again next time on BVTV.
The Moama Convention and Reception Centre is open and ready. Weddings, seminars, functions, presentations, expos. It's a customisable modern space with top quality catering. For all functions big and small, book the Moama Convention and Reception Centre today.
Anything from 14 seconds and under, I'll always use the Tiger 2 because it's a little bit slower. But on the grass, from anything from 13, 14 seconds onwards up to 17, 18, I'll always use the XGs, and the XGs are perfect for anything in between 14 and 18 seconds.